Thank you for joining me in my segment called That Celebrity Interview. I've got Chip Wade. Now, you see him on HGTV all the time helping all those other people. Well, he's here today to help you and I have a gardening boot camp. Who knew? Chip, welcome to the show.
Hey, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great this morning.
Great. What is gardening boot camp?
Well, basically what I'm going to do is tell you a little bit about how we get these yards looking so good on the show, right? Everybody likes these little tips. One of the hugest things that people miss out is properly using mulch. I want to take you through a couple of things this morning to educate everybody on the difference and the different levels of what you can do. People don't realize it, but even something as simple as pine straw is considered mulch. Mulch basically just keeps the moisture in the soil, right? What you want to do even before you mulch, though, is put down a weed blocker. I even sometimes use some spare newspaper that I have laying around once I have all my plants in the ground to put it down over the top. It keeps the weeds coming up, and then it disintegrates over that year. So it's like a replacement once a year type thing. But it's free, right? It's just, something you throw in your recycle bin, you just can throw in the yard, and it helps because I spend so much time weeding, everybody hates it. But mulch actually not only keeps the moisture in the soil, it also keeps those weeds from germinating on top of your newspaper, right? So there's three different types that I want to show you. The bottom of the barrel, the cheapest, is the pine straw. It looks good, good contrast, especially if you have some bright pinks, purples in your landscape. The second step up is going to be some more of your hardwood mulch. Finally, the rubber mulch is going to be the top tier. It's going to last the longest. It works really, really great. Keeps the bacteria level down in the soil, especially for places where you have pets and you have kids.
Now, what's that rubber mulch? Tell me about that one.
The rubber mulch is actually recycled old tires. You can get it in like 3 different colors, brown, red, and black. And it's really great. It's soft, it's fun to walk on, and it lasts for a long time, so it's worth a little extra money.
Okay, I know we use mulch to keep the moisture in, but I'm in Dallas. I mean,
Yep.
like the sun will bake you, me, and everything else.
Hey, I'm from Atlanta. I can relate.
Will those mulches stand up to the hot sun?
They certainly will. Even I have some of this in my yard that's been there for over 3 years, and it works great.
All right, great. I like that. So that's how you get this manicured look all the time, like we see people with gardeners?
That's right. Well, just like on the inside of your house, contrast is a huge, huge deal. So even when you're picking your paint scheme in the landscape, you want to make sure you have high contrast with your foliage. It's a really, really important thing in making sure everything looks good. Let
me ask you, for this dramatic result, is it budget friendly?
Oh, of course. That's why there's 3 different levels that I gave you for the mulch. But mulch is just one aspect. You also need your plants and everything else that goes into the landscape. That's why you need to do your research first. I shop online. I go into some of the home improvement stores, put my hands on things, find out what I like. Then I like to couple it with a credit card that gives me some cash back, right? Instead of just paying all that money out, I want a little bit back so I can push a little further. Chase Freedom actually has a card that gives you up to 5% cash back, up to $1,500 on home improvement purchases from now till June 30th. So it's really smart to capitalize on some of these financial options that are available to us to make the most of our limited budgets.
Isn't springtime, and I don't know if you know the statistics, isn't this where we spend the most on home improvements, our landscaping, even our indoors? We want to spruce up for the spring?
Absolutely. This is the time when everybody gets motivated to take care of all the things that they've procrastinated on all winter, right? So absolutely, this is the time. Let's save money together, right, by spending appropriately and doing our research and coming to the yard and the house with an adequate plan.
Where can we find more on this Freedom Card?
Well, there is. You can go to moretipsforyou.com, or simply you can search online, and there's tons of information there about those financial choices. Well,
Chip Wade, you always bring something great, and thank you for our gardening boot camp to get us started for the spring so we can have great-looking yards. I really appreciate you and love watching you on HGTV. What do you have for us this season on HGTV? I got to ask you that.
Wait, what did you say?
What are you going to have for us this season on HGTV?
Actually, Curb Appeal the Block is what I'm filming right now. The new season just started airing last Saturday, so there's a whole slew of new episodes. You're going to see us tackle the outside space. You're also going to see us using a lot of raised planter beds like you see here in front of me. This is actually from Sam's. This is really, really easy because I got a lot going on those shows. I don't even need tools to put something like this together. Under $40, you can throw some dirt in there, get the plants up off the ground. It's a really easy way for me to make some of these shows look fantastic.
Well, I know people want you to come to their neighborhood because I know you start with the ugliest house.
I get that a lot. I do.
Thank you so much, Chip Wade, for joining me on the Valder Beebe Show.
Thank you so much.